name is Ngai, and I am an associate professor at the Department of Computing. At PolyU, I carry two roles. So one role is that in my home department in computing, and the other role is as the head of the Service Learning and Leadership Office. So I have been teaching students for almost 20 years, I think. And I've taught a variety of courses from very fundamental computer science all the way to very human-oriented courses in human-computer interaction. And then more recent in the last few years, general education courses in service learning, where we teach students how to use technology to benefit underprivileged communities. I think that the teaching practice that I am the most proud of has been in service learning. So service learning is an experiential teaching pedagogy in which we first teach students about a social issue in the classroom, and then we bring students into the community to conduct a meaningful project that uses their classroom learned skills to bring benefits to some underserved community. And then we use critical reflection to help students to link their experience on the service project with what they learned in the classroom. So I feel that service learning for me has been something that I'm really proud of because I'm really seeing that the benefits it brings to students. In particular, in service learning, I bring students to do projects that actually have immediate tangible benefits to the community. So for example, building solar panels for the community, for example, creating VR applications for elderly people, right? And through these projects, students really learn about number one, what I can do can really help the community, right? This is something that's capable, right, of myself. And the second thing is that students really learn about what is the impact of what they are learning, of what we take for granted, on the community for people who don't have access to these technologies, especially for me coming from computer science. For my students, service learning is impactful because it brings them outside of the classroom. They actually see the community. They see what they are learning, how it impacts the community, and they actually get to do something with their own hands, that brings benefits to the community. And that, I think, impacts students in a variety of ways. Number one is that intellectually, I feel that it helps to motivate them more in their university studies, in their academic studies, right? Because they realize, okay, what I am doing, this is actually of real impact to real people. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that on a social aspect, right? When we bring students into the community and they have to do a real project, there are a lot of things that come to play. For example, they have to learn how to do problem solving because what they have planned in the classroom very rarely ever is immediately applicable in the field, right? So they have to learn how to do problem solving, critical thinking. They have to learn teamwork because most of our projects actually work in teams. And then finally, and the most critically, they learn what it means to be a socially responsible citizen. We ask them to think about, so what is your responsibility to people who are in need? What is your responsibility as a person, as a professional, to people whom honestly can't help you back, right? And that, I think, is the most critical impact that we bring to students, right? So I think that those are the benefits that students gain from service learning in general and from my subjects. For myself, what is the benefit to me? I feel that service learning has made teaching more meaningful for me because a lot of times what we teach in the classroom is very conceptual. It's very theoretical. Now, I'm not saying that those things are not important, but oftentimes as a teacher, sometimes teaching those things, we get very separated from reality. And what service learning affords us as teachers and as engineers, I'm from computing and from engineering, as teachers and as engineers, one of the things that we most want to do is to actually do something that is of use to people. And service learning gives us that opportunity to bring our theories and concepts out of the classroom and into real life where it is of use to people.